Alright, so this is the second pay-per-view video blog predictions thing that I'm doing. This is for WWE Extreme Rules, which is the Sunday on in the UK Sky Sports. I don't know which channel it's on. It's not on Sky Sports, sorry. It's on Sky Sports Box Office, or it's on the WWE Network. So, what we're going to do now is I'm just going to go through these predictions and we're going to go from there. So, first match, as you can see on the screen, the champion on your left, if you're viewing it, is Charlotte, and the challenger on the right is Natalya. Basically, Natalya is someone that is exceptionally good, always been overlooked. She's not going to win. Easy win for Charlotte on her own without Ric Flair getting involved. There might even be a shake of hands at the end.
Alright, so now we're on to the second match. It's Kalisto, the US champion on your left, versus the challenger Rusev. My opinion, very simply, the belt's going back to Rusev. We need a title change. It's going to Rusev. And hopefully they kickstart with what Rusev was supposed to do. I think it was either a couple of years ago now, and then he got buried by John Cena. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. So I think they're going to go with Rusev, kick it all off again, and then hopefully we'll see Rusev being as dominant as he was before. So just to recap, easy win for Rusev. Alright, so now we're into one of the so-called extreme type of matches. This is an asylum match, which is basically a black steel cage with a few weapons on the top, with stupid stipulation of pin or submission, just like a regular steel cage. You can't escape this cage though, apparently, even though you can, but technically if you do, you won't win. My opinion, just a little quick rant on this, is I would have had the only way to win would be a verbal confirmation of I quit. The opponent should say I quit or I give up. That is what I would have had with this set of rules to make it separate from a steel cage match. Quite simply, we need a pop because the last two matches have been heel wins. We're going to Dean Ambrose win here. There is no real reason as to why Chris Jericho should win this match. Because I believe he's already won one anyway, so I tie it up. It's Ambrose's crazy gimmick, so let him win this match. And we'll go from there. Ambrose, in case you don't know, is the guy on the left, that way actually, with the leather jacket on. So he's going to win, in my opinion. Alright, so now we're on to the tag match. The New Day, the people to my left, Kofi Kingston, followed by Big E, and followed by Xavier Woods. Not too sure who's going to be competing out of those three for this, but either way, I don't believe the people above me here, the Vaudevillains, will win this match. Personally, I think if it was me booking, I would give them the titles, because I think changing the titles would spice things up a bit. But knowing WWE, they won't do that. They'll probably just stick with these guys. And that's probably what they'll do, really. So I'm going to say New Day win, because why not? Now this is going to be the match of the night. It doesn't matter what happens in the main event, whoever debuts or anything like that, but we'll get onto that later. This is going to be the match of the night. It's hopefully going to be a solid 25-30 minute match. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. So what we'll do is we'll go from your left to right. So on the left, you've got Kevin Owens, who technically never really lost the title clean. He lost it at Money in the Bank. All-round great guy. He's playing a bad guy, but he's absolutely fantastic at it. The Miz, the champion holder, will be dropping the belt. That's what I'm predicting. I don't see him winning. We've then got the suplex machine well, not suplex machine, I'd say strength machine, just above me here. Cesaro, he is going to win this match. That is my prediction. He's been so close, and then he's been losing, which tends to give the WWE the rub. That's what they generally do. They have the guy lose, generally on SmackDown, and then they win on the main event. So I'm going with Cesaro with this change. Oh, this guy here, sorry. Sami Zayn, formerly known as El Generico in previous organisations. brilliant guy. He's just like Daniel Bryan. You cannot hate this guy. He's just got this glow and this aura about him where he's just a fan favourite. He's definitely going to be a future champion at some point. I don't know if Vince would let him be the world champion, but he's definitely going to have a title reign at some point. You're going to see absolutely something phenomenal from the three people, which is Owens, Zayn and Cesaro. Miz might probably be knocked out or laying on the floor just while they do a big spot, but I can see Cesaro, Owens and Zayn doing something that's not been done before, because that's what they do. They're bringing what they brought from the Indies into WWE, and they're casually and slowly letting them do things. So just a reminder, and the final word, Cesaro is going to win the Intercontinental Championship belt. And it's going to be amazing, and he's hopefully going to have a massive run. I'm a huge Cesaro fan. Okay, champion, long black hair, Roman Reigns. Challenger, halfway silly hair, AJ Styles. I could just be really simple and say Roman Reigns wins, lol. Just like how Cena wins, lol. Because Reigns is winning this match. It doesn't matter who gets involved or anything like that. Rumour has it Finn Balor is going to debut. Personally, I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think with John Cena coming back in a couple of weeks' time, going off books here and talking about NXT, I think they're going to let... It depends, really. If it's Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe, Samoa Joe wins and Finn Balor comes to the main roster. If it's Samoa Joe versus the Demon Balor, then the Demon Balor wins. He stays in NXT and Samoa Joe comes to the main roster, spicing things up with obviously Bullet Club, Roman Reigns, because he's also Samoan. They could tie something in like that. He could have a feud with John Cena because he's not going to be doing anything when he's back. He could feud with Rollins. He could feud with genuinely anyone because people will want to see it. Personally, I'm not a Samoa Joe fan, and I wasn't even really an AJ Styles fan, but what I've seen him do over the last few weeks inside a WWE ring where it's more restrained and they don't let you do indie sort of stuff, he's been given 4, possibly even 5-star quality matches from his end. It's not his fault he's paired with people that can't go. So basically something's going to happen. It's an Extreme Rules match. Someone's going to get involved. I don't care who. But Reigns is leaving. This guy here, who is... I don't want to rant at Reigns because it's not his fault. He's been picked to be the company guy. It's not his fault. He's got the look. It's not his fault that it's him. I don't think Seth Rollins gets involved. I don't think that's what's going to happen. Personally, I have a funny feeling they're going to have him be in charge of Balor Club. Or the Bullet Club, or whatever it is they're calling it. I don't think it's going to be Finn. I think they're going to really mix things up and have Seth Rollins be in charge of that and call it something like Shield 2.0 or something like that. But I don't think WWE would probably go with that. That's personally what I would probably do, because you can then stretch out a whole lot of different storylines over like 2 or 3 years. But WWE don't do long term, they only do short term. So because of that, Roman Reigns gets another win. Sigh.